Today is March 23rd, and today's quote is entitled, Getting in the Back Door of Vaikuntha. So it's not actually how to get back in. It's a hypothetical situation. If you snuck in, what would happen? And it is very interesting. Imagine somehow getting in the door of Vaikuntha before being qualified to go there. Would you be walking around hoping people notice how great you are for making it back to Vaikuntha, even though you got in by a fluke? Would you be looking at your beautiful body in the mirror thinking how gorgeous you are? Would you be thinking how smart you were for getting into Vaikuntha before you were qualified? Would you be thinking, I like this example because it really helps us reflect. If right now I was transferred to the spiritual world with my mentality, with my consciousness, or just somehow or other, I figured out how to get there without having to become Krishna conscious. You know, I knew somebody, we had a code to the lock on the back gate, and we snuck in. What would we be thinking? And you might say, no, but if you go to the spiritual world, you would be thinking differently. No, not necessarily, because spiritual world means spiritual consciousness. And if we're not in spiritual consciousness, then we wouldn't be thinking that way. Right? Yeah, think about it. You have to understand this point, that you can be physically in a spiritual world, like the demons were in Vrindavan, but they weren't in Vrindavan. And you can be in the material world and be completely in the spiritual world, even though your physical body's here. So imagine you're there in the spiritual world. This wouldn't happen, but imagine, and you have the same consciousness you have right now, and so you're up there, and imagine what it would be like, and how out of place you might be. It's very powerful to imagine how you would fit in and how you wouldn't fit in. So I don't think I have to talk about this much. I think you can imagine, you know, what you might be thinking, what you might be feeling. Why is nobody paying attention to me? What's for dinner? Etc., etc. What do we do up here? Where are the movies? Where's the sense gratification? I'm not saying you would all think that way, but you could kind of imagine what you might think of, like all the things we have in this world that we've become accustomed to. And there it's only about Krishna. It's not about me. I'm not going to be significant there. So do the little exercise. Just think about it. Give it a thought. If you were in the spiritual world, what wouldn't work for you? What would you be thinking that wouldn't fit in there? And then, okay, now you can work on it. Now that you know, now you know what to work on.